Hey everybody, welcome back to the video. Hope you're all having a great Sunday. It's Sunday morning over here in New Jersey, and I'm just starting my day with a nice cup of strong Bustelo coffee. Any coffee drinkers out there, I'm always looking for new brands to try. I like it strong, so if you can put a comment uh, down below and let me know what you guys like to drink uh, in the coffee end of it. But just like different brands of coffee, different styles in the traditional knife world, we're so lucky because we get to have so many different patterns, so many variations of the same pattern that sometimes it's actually too much. You know, uh, you're trying to figure out what fits good in your pocket and what works well for what you're doing, and a lot of times you get so many different knives that do fit well, and your tastes change, or uh, uh, you just wind up with collecting a bunch of knives, and a lot of them don't get carried. A lot of them aren't getting used. Uh, and I found, before I get to the knife that I found that I'm really, really enjoying, I just want to show you a couple of different patterns for any new people that are new to the traditional knife world. Um, it's a great community, and let me just start by showing you some different patterns real quick. I'm not going to open all these knives. A lot of the carbon knives are already waxed, and I store them like that. So I'll start off with this GEC, right? And it's a beauty. And again, most of these knives are going to be under 3.5 inches in size, so they're good carries. Uh, but yeah, this is a special knife. You'll see there's some wax on. I keep these just finely waxed when I'm not using them. And these are carbon steel, and this is the 493121. But great little knife. And these are going to be jackknives. So basically, a jackknife is a a slip joint knife that has single blade, double blade, three blades or more, but they're all hinged from that top bolster. They're all hinged from one end. Okay, so great little jackknife there. Here's an oldie, and this is an easy open two blade jack. This is going to be a Camillus. Uh, Another great pattern and a great size. This is the size I tend to carry. I like big knives, but I don't really carry them too often with what I do for work and what I do for after work. They don't really come into play for me, even though I do love them. Um, Here's one I just picked up for that ginger ale collection I'm putting together. Actually, I got two of them. This is a tiny trapper. This is the first tiny trapper that I've ever had, and I can't believe how small this knife is when comparing it to a peanut, right? And beautiful Rosecraft peanut single blade jack. Um, but these little tiny trappers it's amazing the detail for such a small knife. I'll also compare it to this little case pen knife. I mean, it's amazing. And this one's right down the middle too on these. Uh, Real good quality on this year case, 2013s. But yeah, I just picked that up. Really cool. Throw that in it. I mean, I'm not going to throw this one in the shirt pocket, but a lot of these little ones I'll just throw in a shirt pocket, and while I'm carrying something else in a slip. Uh, what else we got? Okay. So here's a Whittler. Uh, Beautiful pattern. Like I said, I'm not going to open most of these. Here's a cool one I just got. This is a Satin Rose razor. I will open this one up. It's a heck of a knife. This one's never been used, sharpened. 1981, stainless. And this gives you a really beefy spear point as a secondary. And actually this spear point blade is almost the size of this little penknife. So it's really good size. And this is, you know, Barlow shaped. This is going to be your Barlow razor. But these are thick knives, you know, so they're a little chunky in the pocket. And as you're looking through, and you're trying all these different knives to see which ones work best for you, you wind up accumulating a lot of them that don't get used. Here's a beautiful whittler. These are great in the pocket between the serpentine shape and the thinness of it. And it gives you a super stout main blade. I mean, there's not a lot of length to it, but there's enough. Really, really strong and beautiful design. You get a coping blade and you get your pen blade. Here's the other ginger ale case I picked up to add to the collection, and this is pretty cool. And this is going to be a cigar pattern, right? I love it. Equal end. But yeah, just a beautiful knife. Easy open on one side. And this is one of the few pattern, you know, the cigar shape equal ends that I have. I'm really, really digging this. Yeah, so there's just so many patterns to go through, so many variations. You have your camp knives. You've got your single blade slim lines, right? Single blade jacks. Like I said, the beautiful little Rosecraft peanuts. And this is a single blade, which I'm really, really liking. And again, I'll throw these in a shirt pocket. Great little knives. Right down to the sow bellies and your canoes, your congresses. Here's your Barlow, beautiful German stag Barlow. Look at that. That's pretty gnarly, huh? Really beautiful. You got your Henkels. Fantastic carbon steel. You got your full-size trapper. I don't carry full-size trappers a lot, only just because they're big in the pocket for me. And like I said, this is your coated blades on this one. You don't see too many of these because these weren't really that popular. You know, people weren't hitting the stores to get these. And one of the reasons why I got it was that it wasn't so popular. I kind of dig the blue with the white and the red. Yeah, pretty cool. Dog leg jacks, right? 2-blade jack with the easy open, great knife. And you got your saddle horn. This is a 2004 Case Tony Bose saddle horn. That's aqua color. These are actually really good in the pocket and hand. I enjoy carrying these. So let's get to the pattern that I did just purchase. So I was looking for a birthday year knife. I don't have one, and I was born in 1965, so it was pretty hard for me to find a knife that was narrow to just that year. So I started taking a look at some of the case knives, and in particular the 65 to 69. And I came across this pattern, and this is the what is this thing again? Let me take a look here. Yeah, 6214 and a half. Right, so it's a 2-blade jack. It's about 3 3/8 long. Gives you a pen blade, a nice clip point. But what I really like about it is it's got a nice taper to it. It's got a slight swell end to it. It's got beautiful bone, This one came off of a rack, a collector's rack. So this has never been used, carried, or sharpened, but I'm going to change that. I'll be using this and carrying this quite a while. And this pattern, it was from the original 2000, I'm sorry. It's from the original 14 pattern. Now the reason that this has the half in front of it, the 6214 and a half, is because this is a clip point. So if it was just the 6214, it would have a spear blade. And Case produced this pattern before the 1920s, and they discontinued it in the mid-1970s. But this has become my new, I'm going to say, favorite. And this, I'm going to carry this for a long time, and I'll probably never ever sell it. As much as I like this dogleg jack, and which was previously one of my favorites, this one here is kind of the best of both worlds, because it gives me, it's almost exactly the same size, 3 3/8 to 3 1/2. Blade size is the same, but the width, this is a thinner knife, and it's a lot less heavy. So basically what I found was, this being one of my favorite patterns and knives to carry, I was able to actually find a better one, in that it's a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner. So, you know, this whole knife process of carrying and finding what you need, it's a big learning process. You know, you always think that you find the right knife that you're going to carry for a long time, and all of a sudden another one pops up when you don't even know it. I didn't even know about this pattern. And I'm so glad that, you know, I was doing a search for my birthday year knife. So I was able to narrow it down to 4 years. So let me know in the comments, what knife patterns are your favorite, and do you have a birth year knife? And also, don't forget, you coffee lovers, let me know what you're drinking out there. I like the coffee strong. All right, everybody, listen, have a great Sunday. I'm glad you stopped by. I know this video was a little bit long, but I appreciate everybody, and take care.